Hello students, today I am going to start class 9th mathematics and the name of the chapter is triangles. In this chapter we already completed 4 sessions. In first 3 sessions we discuss some congruent criterias along with some basic problems and theories based on that congruent criterias of triangle. In the last session, we discussed exercise question that is 7.1. So, today I am going to discuss the next exercise that is 7.2 belonging to the chapter triangles. Let's see the solutions of the second exercise. So, what is the first question in exercise 7.2? See the first question. In an isosceles triangle ABC, ABC is a isosceles triangle with AB which is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC means in isosceles triangle two sides are equal here. The bisector of angle B and angle C intersect each other at O. Join AO show that first one OB is equal to OC, second one AO bisect angle A. Here first write the given datas. What are the given datas here? Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC. In triangle ABC two sides are equal, that is AB is equal to AC. Next one is BO. BO is a bisector. BO is a bisector of angle B. It means the OB or BO will bisect the angle B into two equal parts here. And CO is the CO is a bisector of angle C. It means CO is a one more bisector that bisect the angle C. It means the C angle C will divide it into whole two equal parts. So what we need to prove here? OB is equal to OC and AO bisect angle A. Here we are having one more line now. So this AO or OA will bisect angle A. Let's start the proof of the given question. First consider the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, as we already given, AB is equal to AC because these two sides are equal in the isosceles triangle. If two sides are equal means their corresponding angles also equal, no? Their corresponding angles are angle ABC which is equal to angle ACB. In any isosceles triangle, if two sides are equal means their corresponding angles also equal or their opposite angles also equal. Therefore, angle ABC which is equal to angle ACB. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Next one, BO and CO are the bisectors of angle B and angle C. It is already given in the question. With help of these datas, you can easily say that half of the angle ABC and half of the angle ACB is angle OBC. This is angle OBC and angle OCB. Half of the angle B and angle C here. It means OB is equal to OC. OB is equal to OC. This is the proof of the first question. Now, consider the second question. In triangle OAB and triangle OAC. So, first triangle is OAB. This is the first triangle OAB and OAC. This is the second triangle. The triangles are like this. This is OAB and OAC, right? What is that first triangle? OAB and OAC. In that AB is equal to AC, right? So half of the angle OB and OC are the bisectors of angle B and angle C, means angle ABO, which is equal to angle ACO here, right? Next one, OA and OA are the common side for these two triangles. So OA is the common side. Therefore, triangle AOB, which is congruence to the triangle AOC, by using the congruence criteria SAS. So once we proved two triangles are congruent, then their remaining all sides and angles are equal. Therefore, angle OAB, which is equal to angle OAB, which is equal to angle OAC. It means the whole vertex A, the angle A will be bisected by the line OA. OA will divide the whole angle A into two equal parts or two equal angles, and two equal angles are OAB and OAC. Therefore, AO is a bisector of the angle A. So this is the proof of the first question. Let's see the second question. So what are the given data in second question? First read the second question. In triangle ABC, ED is a perpendicular bisector of BC. Listen here, AD is a perpendicular bisector. AD is perpendicular to BC, as well as it is a bisector of BC. Bisector of BC means AD will divide the whole line segment into two equal parts. The base of the triangle here divided into two equal parts, that is BD is equal to DC, right? So show that triangle ABC is isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. What we need to prove here? These two sides, AB is equal to AC, right? So line AD is a perpendicular to BC. If it is perpendicular and bisector of triangle ABC, means angle ADC, this angle ADC and angle ADB, each angle is 90 degree. Consider that one as equation 1. And line AD bisect the BC means the whole line, the perpendicular line will bisect the BC into two equal parts, and two equal parts are obviously BD is equal to DC, right? So as it is a perpendicular bisector, it divides the base into two equal parts. BD is equal to CD. Consider that one as a equation 2. So what we need to prove here? Triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle and AB is equal to AC. We need to prove that if triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle, means the two sides AB and AC are two equal sides. So consider the triangle ABD, this triangle ABD and triangle ACD. First triangle, and this one is the second triangle. Consider these two triangles. In that, AD is the common side. Here you are observing in the diagram, AD is the common side. Next one, angle ADB, which is equal to ADC. Each angle is 90 degree. We already proved in the equation 1 here, right? And next one, BD is equal to CD. BD is equal to CD because here AD is the perpendicular bisector of CD. So consider that one as equation 2. We already proved in the previous statement, right? Therefore triangle ADC, which is congruence to triangle ADB, by using the congruence criteria SAS. So once two triangles are equal, means their remaining sides and angles are equal. Therefore AB is equal to AC by using CPCT. AB is equal to AC by using CPCT. In any triangle, if two sides are equal, then that triangles we are going to be considered as a isosceles triangle. Therefore triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB and AC are the two equal sides. So this is the proof of the second question. Okay, let's see the third question of the exercise 7.2. ABC is an isosceles triangle in which altitude BE and CF are drawn to equal sides AC and AB respectively as shown in the figure. Show that these altitudes are equal. Altitude means perpendicular lines. So you need to prove that here BE and CF, BE and CF are equal. You need to prove that BE altitudes are equal. Okay. First, consider the given data. ABC is a isosceles triangle. ABC is isosceles triangle means in which two sides is already equal and two equal sides are AB and AC. Two equal sides are AB and AC. These are the two equal sides. Okay. So AB and AC are the two equal sides. Therefore, AB which is equal to AC, consider that one as equation 1. BE and CF are altitudes. If BE and CF are altitude means it will form a 90-degree angle at the point of intersection. Therefore, angle AEB, this angle AEB, this is angle AEB, and angle AFC is 90 degree. So these two angles are 90 degree each. Consider that one as equation 2. So what we need to prove here? The altitudes are perpendicular lines are equal. It means we need to prove here BE is equal to CF. Consider the triangle ABE and ACF. In that triangle, angle AEB and ACF, each angle is 90 degree, right? Angle A is equal to angle A. This is the common angle for both two triangles. AB is equal to AC, the two equal sides of the isosceles triangle ABC. Therefore, triangle ABE, which is congruent to the triangle ACF, by using the congruence criteria AAS. Therefore, BE which is equal to CF. So this is the proof of the third question. Okay, see the next one, that is fourth question of the same exercise. Just read the question first. What are the given data and what we need to prove in the given question? ABC is a triangle in which altitude BE and CF, two sides AC and AB are equal. So it is already given in the figure, same figure what we proved in the previous slide. No, so this is also same figure. Okay, show that triangle ABE which is congruent to triangle ACF, and second one is triangle AB is equal to AC in triangle ABC. It means you need to prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in that the two sides AB and AC are equal. Consider the given data here. What are the given data? In the last question they mentioned ABC is a isosceles triangle in which AB and AC are the two equal sides. With the help of that we proved the two altitudes are equal. But here in this question they mentioned BE and CF, the altitudes are equal in the triangle. With the help of that we need to prove triangle ABE and ACF are equal, along with the triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle. So BE is equal to CF. BE is equal to CF. BE and CF are the two altitudes. Altitude means perpendicular lines, right? So BE and CF are altitudes. Therefore, it forms a 90-degree angle in two different angles. So angle AEB, this angle is 90 degree. Angle AFC is also 90 degree. Consider that one as equation 2. With the help of these two given datas, we can prove the given statements. Let's consider the triangle ABE. ABE. This is the first triangle, and triangle ACF. In that, angle AEB, which is equal to angle AFC. Angle AEB, which is equal to angle AFC, because each angle is 90 degree, right? Angle A and angle A is a common angle, right? So angle A is a common angle for both two triangles. Next one, BE, which is equal to CF. BE and CF are the two equal altitudes of the triangle ABC. Therefore, triangle ABE, which is congruence to the triangle ACF, by using congruence criteria AAS. So if two triangles are equal, then their remaining parts are equal by using CPCT. Hence, AB, which is equal to AC. This is the proof of the fourth question. Let's see the fifth question of second exercise. Read the given question first. ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base BC. Show that triangle angle ABD, which is equal to angle ACD. Okay, consider the given data first. What are the given data here? Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, ABC and DBC. So this is ABC upper triangle. Second triangle is DBC lower triangle, DBC. You already know, in the isosceles triangle any two sides are equal, right? So in the upper triangle, these two sides are equal. Similarly, in the lower triangle, these two sides are equal. If two sides are equal in the isosceles triangle, means their corresponding angles also equal, no? So their corresponding angles also equal. So in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. Consider that one equation 1. In lower triangle DBC, DB is equal to DC. So consider that one as a equation 2. So what we need to prove here? Angle ABD, which is equal to angle ACD, right? Now, if two sides are equal, means their corresponding angles also is equal. So with the help of that statement, we can add these two angles. We can directly prove the given statement. Otherwise, we are having one more way. Let join AD. So by joining AD, we get a two triangles ABD. This is ABD, and second one is ACD, right? In triangle ABD and triangle ACD, AB is equal to AC, BD is equal to CD, AD is the common side for both these two triangles. With the help of SSS congruence criteria, the triangle ABD, which is congruence to triangle ACD. So once we proved these two triangles are congruent, the remaining angles and sides are equal. Therefore, angle ABD, which is equal to angle ACD, angle ABD, this angle ABD, which is equal to angle ACD. So this is the proof of the fifth question. Let's see the sixth question. So what are the given data in sixth question? In triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC, right? Side BA is produced to point D such that AD is equal to AB. AB is equal to AC, and once we produce the side BA up to the point D, that AD is also equal to AB. Show that angle BCD is right angle. So first write the given data. AB is equal to AC, AB is equal to AC, and also AD is equal to AB. Therefore AC is equal to AB, AB which is equal to AD. All three sides are equal here. So what we need to prove? Angle BCD. This angle BCD is 90 degree, right? So prove the given statement. In triangle ABC, two sides are equal. AB is equal to AC. If AB is equal to AC means their opposite angles are equal, no? So angle ACB, which is equal to ABC angle B, and angle C are equal. So consider that one as equation 1. Similarly, in triangle ACD, AC is equal to AD. AC is equal to AD means if two sides are equal in triangle ACD means the corresponding angles also equal. Therefore angle ACD and ADC are equal. Opposite sides of equal sides, or angles opposite to equal sides are equal, or we can simply say that the corresponding angles of the isosceles triangle. So in triangle BCD, by adding the three angles of the triangle BCD, so angle ABC plus angle BCD plus angle BDC, which is equal to 180 degree, because the total interior angle sum property of the triangle is 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle is always 180 degree, right? Angle ABC plus angle BCD plus angle ACD, which is equal to 180 degree. So here angle ACB plus angle ACD, we are going to combine these two angles. Angle ACB plus angle ACD plus angle BCD, which is equal to 180 degree. The 2 times of angle BCD plus angle BCD, which is equal to 180 degree. Again the 2 times of the angle BCD, the 2 times of angle BCD is equal to 180 divided by 2, that is nothing but angle BCD is 90 degree. So this is the proof of the 6th question. Let's see the next question. 7th one. ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle A is 90 degree. AB is equal to AC. Find angle B and angle C. Here you already know, in every right angle triangle, if one angle is 90 degree means the remaining two angles are acute angles, because the total angle sum property of the triangle is 180 degree. In right angle triangle, one angle is already 90 degree means the sum of remaining two angles should be equal to 90 degree, right? So first consider the given data here. What are the given data? AC is equal to AB. ABC is a right angle isosceles triangle. If AB is equal to AC means their angles opposite to equal sides are equal. It means their corresponding angles of the isosceles triangles are equal. Their angle B, which is equal to angle C. By using the interior angle some property of triangle, just we need to add the three angles of the triangle. What are the three angles here? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C, which is equal to 180 degree. In that, angle A is already given, that is 90 degree, and remaining two angles, angle B and angle C, are equal because these two angles are belonging to the isosceles triangle ABC. Therefore 90 degree, right, 90 as it is, angle B plus angle B, angle B and angle C are equal. That's why we are going to consider here angle B and angle B. Therefore the two times of angle B, just take this 90 to RHS side, so 180 minus 90 is 90 degree. Once we divide this 90 degree by 2, we get angle B is equal to 45. If angle B is equal to 45 means angle C is also 45, because here triangle ABC is a isosceles right angle triangle. In that, angle A is already 90 degree and the sum of these two angles is 90 degree. Angle B and angle C are equally measures, that is 45 degree. So this is the proof of the seventh question. Let's see the next question. Show that the angles of equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. Angles of the equilateral triangles are 60 degree each. So equilateral triangle means, you already know, all the three sides are equal. If all three sides are equal means all three angles also equal. Directly we can consider here x, x, x. So 3 times of x, which is equal to 180 degree. Why you can take here 180 degree? 180 is the interior angle of the triangle. So just divide x is equal to 180 by 3. That is nothing but a 60 degree. So each angle is measuring in the equilateral triangle is 60 degree. This is the proof of the 8th question. Let's see here. What are the given data? ABC is a equilateral triangle in which AB is equal to BC, BC is equal to AC. All three sides are equal in equilateral triangle. If all three sides are equal means all three angles also equal. It means angle A is equal to angle B which is equal to angle C. Okay, so that what we need to prove here. Each angle is equal to 90 degree. If AB is equal to AC means their opposite angles also equal. That is, opposite angle for AB is angle C. Opposite angle for AC is angle B. Right. So these two angles are equal here. Next one. AC is equal to BC. AC is equal to BC. If AC is equal to BC means opposite angles are, opposite angle for BC is angle A and opposite angle for BA is, opposite angle for BA or opposite angle for BC is angle A, right? So these are the opposite angles for the equal sides. From equation 1 and 2 we can say that in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C, which is equal to 180 degree, because the angle sum property of the triangle is 180 degree. So 3 times of angle A, which is equal to 180 degree, then angle A is equal to 180 by 3. Angle A is equal to 60 degree. If angle A is equal to 60 degree means remaining two angles is also 60 degree. That's why in each and every equilateral triangle measures equally, that is 60 degree. So this is the proof of the 8th question. Okay, so these are the second exercise solutions. In the next class we will discuss the next exercise. Till then, be happy, have a nice day. Thank you.